Are you ready to grind? Is it grind time or what? What time is it? Good, because it's world domination. You know, I was thinking about this earlier. On the way here, I was thinking about how the entrepreneurship kind of lifestyle is interesting, and I'm like becoming more self-aware of it. I feel like to have such a beautiful day outside, and then just to come here in company space, which it's mind-blowing to me how I was once in a space where I was trying to figure things out and the money wasn't flowing like it should have, because I didn't realize that money was everywhere and that I had to just open up the door. Now, on the flip side, my mom had listened to a quote, which was interesting to me, and that changed, I think that changed everything more recently when she goes, she once heard, it was a guy getting interviewed, he was very wealthy. He said, what took you from 6 figures to 7 figures? Because it happened in a year. 100,000 to $1 million, something shifted. And he said, I stopped focusing on the money. He said, and I literally just put my passion in what I was doing, and the floodgates opened up. The day that I did that, we had a close to a accepted for. And I think a part of our job is to make sure people understand, yeah, it's out there and we can go get it, but let's focus on the work, what it does look like. You're going to be new at this for the first 15 years. Like let's change the dialogue.
I was just going to say, how long ago was it when you were asking the same thing?
I wasn't.
Have no fear, still here. No fear, still here. Have no fear, still here. No fear, still here.
I was talking to the girl Nicole this morning, and I get it, and I said, you will work longer hours and you will work a little bit harder than you do right now in corporate America. As an entrepreneur, you'll work 16 hours a day. But some of the stuff I do is within 2 hours to get the results that I want.
Yeah, I'd say some of the biggest accomplishments I've ever seen, in my business, big proposals, connections with people, epiphanies that I've had, it would really, like the real meat of it would happen in even less time than that. We're talking 10 minutes.
Yep.
10 minutes of my life, and life is completely different.
But then you're talking about putting your focus in a productive manner. You're not talking about sitting in fear, wondering what to say as you try to pitch an editor for Essence Magazine. You just go out and fucking do it, and if they ignore you, you keep doing it until it happens.
Because it doesn't matter how much it takes to lead up to that.
Doesn't matter.
It's irrelevant. Oh, I already tried that 3 times. Who cares? Try it 6 more. How many times is it going to take?
It's what you do in the hours you have to spare. Too many people have, when you're building a brand for the first 5 to 10 years, you don't have any leisure. There's no fucking leisure time. If you have leisure, you do it after you've hit a goal. So, shifting, how do we, moving forward the next 90 days, crush it? I think email me what you want to do, and then let's reverse engineer going after it. It's not super hard. It's just every single day being super consistent. I know that the algorithms that are happening with Instagram and Facebook have a huge factor on the exposure of what is my stuff is being seen as far as our clients as well. But I also know how to maybe navigate that because of the psychology of humans and how to shock and awe someone. And then also being in a very strong progressive state. And so I think making really big goals and then just every day, for example, that was a stretch goal made on a Sunday. And by a Monday, I have somebody already on it doing the market research, knowing how much, knowing the financials, knowing if I want to get an investor or not. Like these are the next day, I'm already have the wheels in motion, So I think when you look at a goal, I think people think that they have to have all the resources, all the answers, all the manpower, all the money to be able to achieve it, and you don't. You just got to make the decision, and then every day find out how that can be accomplished until you get enough where now that you can actually start to execute. And that's the thing that we've done, is also been very practical about that too, not overextending ourselves. But I think you're on the right track. It's just the next level. Yeah, it's next level time. So let me give you guys some updates first because I have my agenda here and I want to respect everyone's time. Thank you for being here. And I have really good news for you, actually.
That's why today is like.
I have really good news for you. You're gonna die. Me, Ace, and Matt, we go to East Oakland to read to the kids again, right?
Yeah.
It was very impactful.
I was very sad that I missed that.
I cried because we were about to we were leaving. We were putting the stuff in the trunk, and I was in the middle of saying them. I'm like, guys, I was like, I wish I would have, and I was gonna say, read to the 5th graders because there was a girl last year who was getting bullied, and I wanted to make sure she was okay.
Yeah.
Before I could even get through that sentence, she goes, I hear someone go, "Excuse me," and it was her. She looked at the camera and she told the camera what happened. She said, last year I was getting bullied. She gave me advice. I have not been bullied since. And she looked like a different person than last. She looked like she was free. And then I cried and shit. So Hung was there and he's like, "Oh, it's good to see you outside of Instagram." And I'm like, "Oh yeah." And he goes, "So here's what's happened." He's gonna die. Here's what's happened. My best friend is one of the executives for the A's. And the A's just built a 40,000 square foot building in Oakland. He says, when I have meetings, I'm able to go there and take care of my meetings because my best friend's the executive. He goes, I also deal with Iguodala's wife because she has a nonprofit. And West. What's the guy's name that plays for the David West. He said also West's wife as well. They're really smart women, but they're trying to figure out once their husbands are done playing, what are they going to do next? The wives are already thinking.
Yes.
So then he said,
all the time.
So then the next sentence was, I think that if they met you, their husbands would know what to do. And I was like, sounds like a match made in heaven. Let's go ahead and set it up. Then so all that happened after he sent me the first text, which was, "Yo T, good morning, hope all is well." Google has their annual Black Tech Summit every year at the Paramount in Oakland. It's sponsored by Google. Google puts it on. It's tech. It's from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. You network, business owners, tech world. He goes, do you want to be on the VIP list? Needless to say, we're building something that's pretty fucking epic. And so, can't stop, won't stop. Brings me to my next update. It's all in or go home.
Have no fear, still here, no fear.